Today's question is powerful, Altaf, because many learners believe English guarantees success, while others argue skills, mindset, and opportunity matter more than language alone.
Absolutely, Annie. English often opens doors globally, but success also depends on hard work, discipline, creativity, networking, and practical abilities beyond speaking fluent English.
I agree partially. Yet English acts like a bridge connecting people to education, technology, international business, online learning platforms, and better communication opportunities worldwide.
That bridge is important, Annie, but millions succeed locally using native languages, proving English is helpful, not mandatory, especially in small businesses and regional markets.
True, local success exists, but English multiplies options, allowing individuals to access global jobs, freelancing platforms, remote work, research papers, and multinational environments.
Options increase, yes, yet many learners obsess over English, ignoring core expertise, because language without valuable skills rarely sustains long term professional success.
However, Altaf, skills combined with English gain visibility because showcasing talent globally requires a shared language, and English currently dominates that communication space.
Dominance doesn't mean permanence, Annie, but presently, English connects cultures, markets, and knowledge, making it a strategic tool rather than the sole definition of success.
Learners often ask me if English changes confidence, and I believe expressing ideas clearly in English boosts self-esteem during interviews and professional discussions.
Confidence can grow in any language, Annie, but English interviews demand fluency, clarity, and cultural awareness, which directly influence hiring decisions in many companies.
Exactly. Recruiters use English as a filter, not always fair, but practical, because it saves time and ensures candidates can communicate with international teams smoothly.
That filtering disadvantages talented people, Annie, who lack access to quality English education, raising questions about equality, opportunity, and social responsibility.
I understand the concern, Altaf, yet learners can now access free resources, podcasts, videos, apps, and communities, making English learning more democratic than before.
Access exists, Annie, but motivation, guidance, and consistency remain challenges because many start enthusiastically yet quit when progress feels slow or confusing.
That's why mindset matters, Altaf. Viewing English as a long-term investment rather than quick magic helps learners stay patient and realistic about results.
I always tell students, Annie, English supports success like fuel supports a car, but without direction, maintenance, and driving skills, fuel alone goes nowhere.
Great analogy, Altaf. And I'd add that English also improves critical thinking because learners engage with diverse perspectives, cultures, and problem-solving approaches.
Exposure broadens thinking, Annie, but one must avoid blindly copying foreign cultures, instead, adapting useful ideas while respecting local values and identities.
Absolutely, Altaf. English should empower identity, not erase it, allowing people to present their culture confidently on international platforms and conversations.
When students ask me, Annie, I say English is necessary for global success but optional for local success depending on goals and career paths.
Goals define necessity, Altaf, because an entrepreneur targeting international clients needs English, while a local shop owner may prioritize customer relations and management.
Still, Annie, even local businesses benefit from English through tourism, online marketing, social media, and dealing with suppliers or technologies using English interfaces.
That's true, Altaf. Technology itself pushes English forward, as software, documentation, tutorials, and updates often appear first in English language.
Which pressures learners, Annie, sometimes creating fear and inferiority, making them think success is impossible without perfect English, which is incorrect.
Perfection isn't required, Altaf. Communication matters more than accent because clarity, confidence, and intent outweigh grammatical mistakes in real conversations.
I agree strongly, Annie. Many fluent speakers fail professionally due to poor attitude, while average English speakers succeed through reliability and strong work ethics.
So perhaps the question isn't whether English is necessary, Altaf, but how English complements skills, personality, adaptability, and continuous learning habits.
Exactly, Annie. English is a multiplier, not a miracle, amplifying whatever qualities a person already possesses, whether positive or negative.
Students chasing success should ask themselves, Altaf, what field they want, where they want to work, and which language supports that vision.
Vision clarity matters, Annie, because learning English without purpose leads to frustration, while goal-driven learning feels meaningful and motivating.
In interviews, Altaf, English helps candidates explain achievements, negotiate salaries, ask intelligent questions, and build rapport with interviewers confidently.
Yet, Annie, preparation matters more than fluency because knowing company details, role expectations, and examples of work impresses employers deeply.
Agreed, Altaf. English delivers the message, but content creates impact, reminding learners to focus equally on language and knowledge development.
Sometimes parents push children, Annie, thinking English alone guarantees success, ignoring emotional intelligence, creativity, and curiosity, which truly shape futures.
Pressure can backfire, Altaf, making learners hate English, whereas encouragement, relevance, and enjoyable practice build long-lasting language confidence.
That's why podcasts like ours, Annie, normalize mistakes and discussions, showing learners English is a tool for expression, not a test to fear.
I love that idea, Altaf, because success stories often hide struggles, but sharing realistic journeys motivates learners more than perfect speeches.
So, Annie, if someone asks directly, is English necessary for success? I'd answer, necessary for some paths, beneficial for most, but never sufficient alone.
Well said, Altaf. And I'd add, learning English increases chances, exposure, and adaptability, making success more accessible in a competitive global world.
Ultimately, Annie, success means different things to different people, and English should serve those meanings, not define personal worth or intelligence.
That perspective matters, Altaf, because language should empower dreams, reduce barriers, and connect humans, rather than create unnecessary hierarchies.
I hope listeners remember Annie, start where you are, improve daily, combine English with skills, and trust that consistent effort always brings progress.
Many listeners ask, Altaf, at what age English learning matters most? And I believe starting early helps, but adults can succeed equally with discipline.
Age is less important, Annie, because motivation, practice, and correct methods decide progress, and adults often learn faster due to clear goals.
Social media also influences success, Altaf, because English content dominates platforms, shaping trends, education, and networking opportunities across borders.
Yes, Annie, posting in English expands audience reach, but authenticity matters because meaningful content connects better than forced language usage.
Another point, Altaf. English improves mobility, allowing people to study abroad, attend conferences, and participate in global discussions confidently.
Mobility increases exposure, Annie, yet cultural sensitivity is crucial because language fluency without respect can damage professional relationships quickly.
Learners often fear accents, Altaf, but accents show identity, and clear pronunciation matters more than sounding native or copying others.
I remind students, Annie, global English has many accents and effectiveness depends on understanding, not imitating American or British perfection.